Afternoon bloomers. May y'all go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna let a couple of 15, 20 people get in here. Got my boy a new toy. Scoop the ball up and throw it. Yes, 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 yes. We'll test that out pretty soon though. But yeah, man. Y'all get in here, hit that like button. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm still waiting on the shirts and the hats to come. And we got giveaways. Appreciation. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm gonna have to start going live from my laptop because I think the phone, either the phone service or just the phone in itself, y'all be saying I be blurry, you can't hear, so it's one of those things. So we gonna figure it out soon though. Appreciate you tapping in, Miss Muffin. How you doing? How you doing? I'm not expecting you to do a whole lot of moderating. You told me you're driving, so I definitely appreciate you tuning in, though. I going this afternoon. Let me start there. Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good for the most part. God damn it! I must have been lying. I'm fucked up. Mm. No, I'm good though. Try my camera and shit though. I'm good. Everything good. It's Saturday. Got me a lot of big washing done over the last couple of days. Euro, what it do? Had me a little time to shave, So everything though, man. Good content day. But y'all make sure y'all stay hydrated in this heat. It's definitely hot outside. Heat index said feel like it's 106. Ooh, that's some good flavor. You get to hitting this shit, man. This shit get to tasting like steak. Damn, what is this? Just me? But yeah. Euro, we got to get you to call in one of these days, though, Pete, man. Call in again, break down some shit with me. Yes, sir. But I'm just trying to let a couple more people get in here, though, before I run the commentary. God damn it. I'm cleaning up, too, so y'all seeing a little... No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Just a little cleaning up going on. Took me a little intermission. Man, what it do? What it do, man? For sure, for sure. Daniel, appreciate it. Got a lot of shit. It's a lot of street shit been going on. A lot of topics. Hey, don't. I still got the commercial coming that I've been working on, but I fucked around and went to the first location and I deleted the whole scene. So I'm gonna have to go back and redo it and do it like this. So commercial still coming soon. Uh, yeah. I've been telling y'all about the interviews and things of that nature. Shit have to play out. Then by me, my schedule had be once I get in from that heat outside, I really just be trying to chill. All of that ripping and running, that shit be. But yeah, okay, we got a commercial. Yeah, I've been working on a commercial. I'm trying to get more accurate with this camera, man. So I've been fucking off at a couple smoke shops that's letting me do my thing and I kind of deleted some of the footage of the first smoke shop I went to, so I wasn't able to really do it. Then I went to look back. I was looking at how I just got to figure out the camera functions and have it in the right setting too, though. So yeah, I'm actually working on commercials. Trying to get my camera work out though. Okay, we got a topic out of Memphis though, y'all. You know, Memphis, they make the news. We make the news in Memphis, whether it be for good or bad. I know a lot of people gonna feel indifferent about it. Some people gonna understand it. Some people not. I was at work yesterday, and I didn't know what was really what he was talking about. One of my coworkers was like, man, he know that girl was 13. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he showed me a picture of a girl that's 13 years old. Like, she look like she's 13. I'm like, yeah, she look 13. I don't even want to keep looking at the picture. You know, like you tell she a young girl. So basically, Miss Kendra Scott. First of all, I want to say condolences to the family. Uh, it's an ongoing case. So you know, we not actually trying to solve shit over here. We just, you know, it happened in the city. Spread some light on it. You know, maybe just give a little input on it. You know, a few scenarios, things of that nature, though. But I know it's a delicate situation right now. But we're gonna start off listening to the news first, then we're gonna get a little feedback from a couple other podcasts, and then we'll go into a little Q&A.
Charged with shooting and killing a man who was found hiding under her child's bed early yesterday morning. WREG's Caitlin Barker is live in the neighborhood where the shooting took place with the latest on what happened. Caitlin?
Good afternoon, Stephanie. This shooting took place here at around 1:40 a.m. and it happened at this home right across from me on Travis Road. Now, this all happened after a mother found a man in her house. She says he was hiding under a child's bed. When police arrived, they found the man dead near the front porch. Now, the woman, 36-year-old Kendra Scott, now faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder and employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. The man who was shot has now been identified as Redarius Morton. According to police, Morton was invited by a child to the home and came in through the back door at 1 a.m. The arrest affidavit says when Kendra Scott came home, she was heard banging on the front door and yelling, "Who's at my house?" Once the child opened the door, Morton was found hiding under the child's bed. As Morton was leaving the house, both Scott and Morton went out to the front porch, and that's when the juvenile says she heard a gunshot. Morton was found shot in the back of the head. Now, I spoke with one neighbor who says he feels bad for everyone involved.
For the child, since her mama going to jail, the boy family since he was walking away, and I guess I feel bad for the mama. She should have thought more.
Now, I spoke to multiple neighbors who say that in this case, nobody wins. Now, we're actively working to confirm the age of the man that was involved and the juvenile. And we'll have more on that at 10 p.m. tonight. I'm Caitlin Barker reporting live for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Okay, y'all.
You don't need a speaker. Your phone's real volume is locked. I'm about
Mothers, single mothers, fathers. Got a fast ass daughter. For one. We're gonna start there. We got a fast ass daughter. Alleged predator, young adult. So like I said, I was at work. I saw a quick picture of her. Seen one picture. And from the brief picture I seen, she looked like the lady went too far because the young man was no longer a threat. He actually was never a threat, if we're gonna be honest. He was invited over. He was never a threat in those sense. Like, far as he was a threat, he was a threat, taking advantage of the child. But what I'm saying is, like, far as to her, the mother, So come in through the back door. I know somebody said, he was hiding under the bed. So they let you know he knew how old she was. I say this. You sneaking over somebody's house. You could have been 15, 16. I say he would have been whatever age, and he would have been hiding under the bed. Because he know he don't supposed to be over there, period. So you got him at gunpoint. I don't know if he had a car. I don't know how he got over there. You got him at gunpoint. You found him on the bed, but he dead by the door. I heard everything I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purpose. He wasn't allowed to put his clothes on. Mother of a daughter and a son. I told my son, if you don't look, hey, don't do it. She look young. She definitely look young as fuck. She definitely look young as fuck. And if I got to come in through the back door, I mean, if I got to come in through the back door, it's hard to say when you're young. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, I ain't gonna say, I ain't never snuck in nobody's house. I ain't never snuck in for trying to, do no shit like that. So I have snuck girls in my window, shit, dad in there, grandma in the next room, but they were still my age. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature when I was younger. But let's say you a mother, you find somebody in your room, your daughter's room, clothes on, clothes off. You getting irritated. You more and more hot about the situation. From the bedroom to the front door, don't know the conversation that was had. Facts. I think though, like I don't know what go in a man's head. Like when it comes to doing shit like that, like that type of want to break the law. Like how can you just omit the obvious? So the mother do what she do. I just think it's gonna be a tough situation, man. Like they said, nobody wins because you got a young daughter who doing grown up shit in a sense. 13, that's so close to 12. So now you got a daughter who doing shit like this up under her mama nose. Ain't no telling how long she been doing things like this. From the picture I saw, it was like a flirtatious picture. So it's like they go back to checking your kids' social media page and making sure they doing the right things on social media, like screening it, checking your phone. Don't just get these kids a phone and here, go in there. No, let me see that motherfucker. Let me, a cut on, a cut off time on your phone. So, I understand you grind and you working, but you can't be too busy to be a parent, especially if you still doing grown people shit that making babies and stuff like that. Then it's a potential those things you fuck around and have one. So you got to be able to, once you have these kids, to inject some structure He looked like he was 14, but his ass know he 20. You know? He know he 20. He know he 20. And you know you had these young girls. See, the truth gonna come out though. Let's just say I ain't went on the daughter profile. I don't know if if they lying on social media like for age, saying something different. But let's just say I don't know what his page say. Did his page give his age like 13, 20? I don't know what kind of lash she could have gave him, or did it go straight from social media to an address, or was it some type of conversation? Like all of that is gonna be things that have to come out, because having a conversation with a 13-year-old, I don't give a fuck how much she been around. She 13. It's gonna come about. So me being 20, even at 20, I'm gonna know this it's a baby. You bullshit. You can't. She let him in. So I feel like, worst case scenario, man, you supposed to held them at gunpoint. If that's the route you want to go, held them at gunpoint, call the doo-doo them over there and shit, and smack them upside the head with the gun, punch them, have them punch drunk in that motherfucker. You won't call the police. He over here with a minor. But for you to walk them out and still, you know what I'm saying, do what they allege you did, she threw her life away and she left her daughter out here for the wolves. If your daughter fast at 13, just imagine where she finna be without your protection. I mean, because she doing shit like this, that lets me to believe how much she really gave a fuck about your authority. That she even sneaking boys in the house at 1, 12. What time what you doing? You see what I'm saying? Like, it go back to the, I know, but just being real, at this day and age, if you ain't in the house and it's 1, 2 in the morning and you got kids that's 13 left alone, you bullshitting anyway. Daughters, that must mean she was there by herself. You see what I'm saying? The mama allegedly told her before that if she caught a nigga in her house, she was gonna. That's what I'm saying. So that means your little daughter fast. She got a history of being fast. For you to tell her this shit, if I find a nigga in this house, I'm gonna kill him. Your daughter fast. Why not tap back into the nigga don't know. The nigga don't know you done told your mama this. I mean, the nigga don't know your mama done told you this. So the little girl, still playing childish games, and your mama done told you this, and you still invite people over here. They need to send her ass to a group home. Everybody fucked up. If you know your mama done drew the line like this, and you still testing your mama gangster like that, your ass need to be in somebody's group home too then. Some type of detention center too. Because you set them up then. It's just, it is what it is. I ain't finna be inviting nobody on my mama's house. I know my mama crazy. You so quick, they got kids, how innocent. I'd be the first to say, man, ain't no angels, ain't nobody. Yeah, man, come on now. The first thing I would have did was went right in the house and slapped the shit out of my daughter. I'm finna slap the piss out of you and finna call the police on you. And while I'm calling the police on you, you finna sit your ass here. I'm finna have you at gunpoint, and I'm finna whoop your ass with this belt with this other hand. It's finna be one of them ass where I don't give a fuck where I hit you at. I'm finna whap you all across the eyelids, the nose. You know, you showed out, so I'm gonna show out. But never was you supposed to do that. If you love your daughter that much, you weren't supposed to do that. If you really love your daughter that much, you weren't supposed to do that, because going back to my initial statement, this is some shit that she's already been doing before she even met bruh. Your daughter already, from what the looks of it, been a little while. You know, she done already had niggas in your house before you to tell her that. So I understand this. So what if it would have been somebody her age? You finna kill anybody, right? Or had she had grown men in the house before? Because if it would have been one of her peers, you still was gonna kill them? Fucked up situation, man. This like I said, man, we off there wear our heart on our sleeves, and when you move like that, it calls you what it do. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Please hit that like button while you tapping in. It calls you to not be able to think. You know what I'm saying? Critical thinking. You must have it. So she done took herself away. Did she have other kids? Do y'all know? Took herself away from her family. The daughter that she loved so much, should have been definitely more involved in, like, I just feel like sometimes you have to change up. Like, people often move and do this to create better opportunities for their live daughters and did this and that. So if you know you got a young, wild, promiscuous daughter, and maybe you need to switch up your work schedule. Maybe you don't need to work until the wee hours of the night, or maybe you don't need to go. I ain't saying, it's just like you have to try to do more instead of what you did. Get your bitch ass out of here. We talking about a mother shit. You in here talking about a gang. Get your dumb ass out. Block them out of here. Yeah, I'm in the block gang. Get your dumb ass out of here. That's the gang I'm in. Hurry up, block that person. Block that dumb ass person. Dumb ass YouTube ass question. I asked my 19-year-old son, he thought the little girl was. He said, Mama, she was about 13 or 14 years old. He didn't know anything about what. That's what I'm saying. You can tell. So this is just think about this. When you in that same age group, you can tell. I'm in my 20s. I can tell 20-year-olds for the most part. I'm 29, 30. I can tell when a person is 19, 20, 21. I'm 40, 39, 40. I can tell when a person is 30s, late 20s. Like, you got a better perspective. So in saying that, if I'm in my 30s, I definitely know when a person is young, teeny boppers. It's certain things you look for. Skin, teeth. Like, you can see all of this shit, how they wear their hair, edges. You know, it's just certain. It's a little child. These are kids. Fuck if you call yourself predatory and seeing a frame. When you look at them, you can see child. You know, especially if you have teenage daughters. So Of course, somebody they own age. Nah, that's a little child. That's a little girl. So, was he being weird? Gotta say yes. Did she tell him her age? You never know. You know, these little girls, they do lie. They do lie a lot. You know, so who knows? But she did say she heard a gunshot. So maybe she's gonna tell the truth. You know, they gonna get that phone and see the conversation that was going on between the two of them. His text messages are not deleted. So it's gonna be more. Make sure you on the chat. It's gonna be more coverage on it. A sad situation, like they said, for everybody. Daughter lost a mother losing a daughter. Condolences to the family. Definitely a tough way to lose a sibling with accusations and just the manner, the pretense that it was under. So, but I'm sure they still gonna want justice, just like any other family member that was, you know, gunned down or some shit like that. He definitely, you know, I feel like should have gave him a chance. But, you know, she told her daughter, if she did tell her daughter that, I mean, I guess she felt like she stood on business. Those type of crimes, I don't think it's gonna be premeditated. More so passionate, heat of the moment, is what it'll go down as. But still, even still, you know, the way it was done, you know, was execution style. So, man, just terrible for the whole situation, man. Condolences to, you know, the family. Just one of those situations where I say, man, you got to do a better job at just being aware of what your kids doing, who they talking to. You can't let social media, you can't let the phones raise them. Like, you know, screen their ass. And if you already know your daughter is like I said, you have to tell them things like that, warn them or stuff like that, then you know maybe she have a camera. She seen it because she just pull up and boom, 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 automatically like. It's just so much, you know, you could wonder about like what could have been done. You know, did she watch him go in the house? Things of that nature. I wouldn't even got to that point, you know. You know, you do shit like that with somebody done broke in your house, but somebody in your house bullshit like that, you know, you exercise. I mean, that's one of them situations where, man, you know, like I said, man, I don't think she should have took. Oh, saw it on the camera. Exactly. So did he have a car, Miss Muffin? Did he walk up? How did he get there? So exactly. So she seen it on the camera. She comes straight. Her daughter, dumbass daughter, don't know your mama done installed a camera on the house because you see what I'm saying? So if you already know that's going on, yesterday two brothers were out looking for their sister and helped them with the police. She went on a date with someone on social media, 18-year-old. And that's crazy. This motherfucker invited somebody to her mama house. That mama crazy. I already told you, I'm gonna kill a nigga up in here. And you invite somebody to your mama house. That's why I said that little girl, her ass need to be studied too. You know, we need to talk to you. God damn it, your mama done told you this shit, and you did what you. 13, the mama 36, so she had a baby when she was 23. Not a bad age, wasn't too young. that's not too young. So she'll be 40. Her daughter be, damn near grown. So that's not a bad age. It's don't know how much structure left work. It's dangerous out here. Damn, I figured that left. That's what I'm saying though. Maybe if you having to leave work, you know what I'm saying? You working overnight, so you already bullshit. I know we gotta do what we gotta do, but sometimes we gotta switch it up. We got the job can't mean more. You might have the camera in play, but maybe I don't need to be at work and I got to do this and do that. And I know my little girl, if I got to have these talks with my little girl at 13, though, it's serious, though. She don't need no phone. Only way we talking off Alexa, goddammit. I can see everything. She don't need to be on social media. Like, she need to be, it's, if we having these talks, let me ask y'all this, chat, for the women on here. Did y'all mama ever had that talk with y'all, have to have that type of talk with y'all at 13? Now keep it real. If you were fast, you were fast. Shit. If you were fast, you were fast. You were sneaking little Johnny in. You were sneaking little Johnny in. Who mama had to have that talk with them at 13? If I catch a nigga at my house, I'ma kill him. Or it was just threatening anyway. When I used to work, I know what living. Shit, might as well. If you're on this channel, you grow. Everybody got to pass. Everybody got to pass. When I used to work overnight, I sent my daughter to her dad. Ain't no staying home. Like, exactly. No. Different time. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even feel comfortable in Memphis. It looked like they stayed in it wasn't, anything can happen in the area. But staying in the urban, where they was at? North Memphis? South Memphis? Where they was at? Them houses look like they was, north, south, the mound. Ain't no way in hell. So just know the community know you got a daughter. Ain't no way in hell. Y'all ain't got no big dog. You ain't got no K9 running around them. She ain't got no big brother that's 16. Walk her home. Travis, walk her home. You see what I'm saying? Walk her home. I can see she had a brother that was 16. 15-year-old brother or something. So she there by herself. She the only child. Or she had a younger sibling where she could maneuver around on. I'm over here watching He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I gotta rewatch it though, because I'm on live. And my brother told me to check out that new Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna check that out too. Really, the world's so fucked up nowadays. My children were not allowed to have social media until they were grown and could pay their own phone bill. Man, the world's so fucked up right now where it ain't safe to leave a 15-year-old boy home alone. A 13-year-old boy home alone, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. It ain't safe like that. Unless it's just in a real, for the most part, low crime area. You checking in on them for show. It's a real structured situation and you know your kids. But if I know my kids is loose as a motherfucker, I'm not finna be working overnight. It's just simple as that. Better parenting have to be involved. I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna put an end to all this shit. I'm gonna have to ask my job to. I'm gonna have to go to daytime. You know, and I'm really gonna be mad when I have to switch jobs. So you really finna be mad. You really finna have some structure around this motherfucker. Cause I don't have to switch jobs. I have to switch my schedule because now I got to be here with your fast ass. So yeah. So, but you know, it be like it always go back to Jody and Baby Boy. Mama got a life too. No such thing as safe place for kids. To me, it is then, lady love. When you grow up in the hood, it's a such thing as a safe place. I think so. Like if I stayed out in Germantown growing up, and I had a 14, and if my folks, like I done been left at home, growing up in the urban community, and I feel like a safe place is like where shots not being fired, nobody doing a whole lot of home breaking into it, like a lot of that type of shit. So if you got young adults and you have responsible young adults, then kids can be left at home. But if you don't have a responsible adult and you don't have structure, then shit, you know, things like that'll happen. Look, you know, that's your take, that's my take. That's your take and my take. Man, kids gonna be at home. It's an age where you do leave your kids at the home. Your kids can't be left at home. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's switching with the times, but I just don't think you leave a 13-year-old daughter at home that's already got a track record of bullshitting. That's basically what I'm saying, though. It's still places in this United States where people, like, we could talk our ass off, but if the whole world was bad, then you wouldn't be able to go outside, period. So I never feel like that everywhere is just fucked up. Some places you can still, people are still living normal, small town, USA, and they not having the issues that we have in here or in other cities. They not having it. I don't know where people feel like the everywhere is the same. Everywhere ain't the same. Everywhere ain't the same, y'all. Everywhere they not doing the same shit. Everywhere. I hate y'all be feeling like that because they not. I done went other places. I done lived other places. They not. Right, if she done this before, she need a babysitter, a grown sitter. She don't need no motherfucking babysitter. She need therapy. Small town, that's what I'm saying. I done stayed in small town. It's a lot of small towns that's in areas. Man, people just going to work. People just going to, what going on? What going on, Carlo? People just going to work, man. People just living their life. And then when shit do happen, it be such tragic because it ain't just really going on over there. You know, we just get so caught up in the shit that just the news catches where we just make it seem like people ain't even living safe or, man, yes it is. Yes it is. So hold on. Let me segue into something before we switch topics. So who all know about the, I kind of, you know, when I started out this shit, maybe I need to save for another episode. But, so, y'all know the history between Young Mob, Fam Mob, Yo Gotti, all that old shit, all right? So, last week, we had some little work-related shit that was in the Ridge Press. About time. What it do? What it do? Y'all hit that like button. So I asked one of my niggas, one of the members, he worked with me too. I'm like, bro, you going over there to the Ridge, Chris? He was like, yeah, I'm going over there. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull up at this joint. And I remember this my first time. This is my first time ever going in the Ridge, Chris. And I remember BO and somebody was online about 3-4 months ago. BO had said, man, yeah, I done been through that cut. He was talking about this a cut in the Ridge, Chris, how he done, you know what I'm saying, been through that cut before. So they were popping shit back and forth on Facebook for a little minute. And I was like, uh-oh, here goes some bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I also understand that niggas understand content and algorithms and things of that nature too, right? So like I said, go out there to the Ridge, Chris. And no, it's a nice event. You know, it's a lot of people out there. It's a lot of folks. And I go inside the office, and the first nigga I see in the office is a nigga we call Big Head Young Nigga. That's what we call him in jail, Big Head Young Nigga. His name actually, they call him Head though. My boy. So we chop it up for a little minute, and I done talked about Big Head Young Nigga on this platform before though, like when I was in jail. Right before I came to jail, or right after, I per se, the young mob, fam mob shit had picked up. You know, Boo Dirty got shot, Star got shot, YP got shot. All of them got shot at the club one night. And that's why I said, man, you know, going back to the reason I started the podcast, because I'm like, shit, I had my own young mob experiences though. You know, like everybody got their own walks. You know, brother did this, brother, you know, he known for doing this, he known for doing this. I just felt like, man, I've been around so long, and I was the first nigga in the penitentiary, from my knowledge, who was young mob. And it was so much shit coming my way from the Bloods, the Crips, the Vice Lords, the GDs, the hybrid gangs, you know what I'm saying? Because of this clique. Man, they say Young Mob. Bro, I'm in here though, bro. Why y'all keep coming to me about what the fuck Young Mob doing, bro? I've been locked up with y'all for 3 years. I ain't do it. The fuck is you telling me for? Man, Boo Dirty come to jail, bro. We gonna get them diamonds out there now. You got the Vice Lord saying this, so it was just so much bullshit, bro. True, come holler at her, bro. Man, they said Stupid Duke did True. Man, True get Stupid Duke on the line, bro. That's all I ever heard. So then I run into these fam mob niggas. I need a butcher, bro. I'm surrounded by fam mob niggas. First nigga I run into was an elbow nigga. He supposed to be skinny pimp, brother, man. We have a little altercation in the gym. He gonna reveal his hand. We have a couple words. He got, what's up there, nigga? What's up there? Damn, bro, it ain't even that serious, though. But because I'm Young Mob, yeah, he automatically got issues with a nigga, though. I'm like, okay. So, then we got Batman. Batman was a cool nigga, though. He was fam mob. Then I'm in there with the Goon Squad niggas, though. R.I.P. Damo. You got the Goon Squad, nigga. Remember, I tell y'all, some street shit happened on the street when the Goon Squad shit had first came around. And it was involving R.I.P. Big Motor, R.I.P. Damo, and it was another nigga. So, I guess it's a story time. So, some shit happened in the Valley Forge. You know what I'm saying? The Dice Gang got robbed. Everybody was there. Stupid. Lil D. A couple of niggas. I wasn't there. I was in the neighborhood, but I knew it happened. You know, I heard about it after the fact. So, once that shit happened, I was like, damn. I didn't, you know, it was said that a couple of niggas was behind. So I was like, I always had, I done told this shit before, like this, the part. Like, I always felt some type of way about niggas. Like, I can't just really fuck with them niggas because I don't know what niggas really on. Fast forward, I go to jail. I'm on the phone with OG. Damo walk over, ooh, man, get on the phone. He get that motherfucker right back to me. Buddha like, man, said what he said, man, don't put that nigga on the phone no more. Ooh. Bam. All right, say that. So after that, you got Damo throwing little slick shots. I was in there with Tebow too. Tebow is the nigga who him and Big Motor was together when they caught the charge in the mall, the Southland Mall. He doing 25. They saying Big Motor had, you know, that little situation. So they goon squad. Then you got J-Rock, a nigga named J-Rock. He goon squad. So I really got fam mob niggas in here who don't like me. You got goon squad niggas in here who anti-Young Mob right now. You know what I'm saying? So then I'll go back to, man, I had my own walk with being Young Mob in the penitentiary. And this shit wasn't easy. And I still made it out with all my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had so many scenarios where I could have got put in a blender. This could have happened. This could have happened. That could have happened. This could have happened. This could have happened. I ain't had no nigga to save me. I ain't had no nigga tapping in and this and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It just was what it was. So that's how I met your knockouts. Like, that's why I tapped in with so many niggas, because I was a good person. I went in jail trying to be the toughest. I got in that bitch and seen I couldn't get it with the muscle, because it's a game of numbers. Anytime somebody ever ran down on me in the penitentiary, man, it was 4, 5, 6 niggas, the whole game. I ain't never had one nigga just come at me because they really weren't issues like that. Not on no tough shit, but I never had one nigga that just come to my cell and be like, bro, let me holler at you. OG Vimo was on some bullshit, but I went in the cell. He the one nigga. Just hold on, he one nigga. Hold on, let me check it. He was the one nigga. But it wasn't on no rah-rah shit though. It was just, you know, y'all know the story. So all the way till I got out the penitentiary, I had niggas hitting my line. I'm locked up with OG Trouble them out of Westwood and shit. And if you know the story with that, you know, it got Duke and this tied up and OG Bo Magic and shit tied up, and then I got these niggas bumping down them. Hey, True, man, get Duke on the line. And like I said, I'm hitting BO or BO, like, man, True, we talking 10 on 4, Duke don't want to talk. Duke don't want to talk. Man, shit over, you want to say that. I'm in here with so many niggas, and all I can think about, I was the only representation of this shit. So you got a long nigga that came in the penitentiary be like, man, but we were locked up with True. Tall nigga, Young Mob True, what he was in here on? And they were gonna say I was a weenie, or this, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I left a good track record. So that's why a nigga is qualified, in my opinion, to tell the stories, because I was really around when this shit first started. Missions, went to prison, and caught the forefront of a lot of the ramifications of what was going on the streets fell on me. And it was plenty motherfuckers that wanted to push on me behind what they was hearing on the streets. Man, True, what's up with y'all? You know how many niggas want, man, call me in the cell, want to chop it up with me, smoke. Man, bro, man, what's up with the Young Mob shit, bro? Man, we just hearing Young Mob, but none, bro. That's what the OGs and shit had a problem with, bro. Y'all screaming Young Mob, but none, True. That mean, bro, this will happen to this. Bro, what that shit mean, bro? You know? And shit, back then, shit, that what that shit mean, you know? I don't know how to tell you, sir, you know? Big Pokey coming, knocking on my cell. The biggest general I done seen with my eyes. Man, who are these niggas? Man, this shit, me. So, damn, fast forward like to the Ridgecrest, 2026. I'm sitting in that motherfucker talking, and it never got ugly between me and nobody really though. You know, it was one of those situations where shit never popped off. You know, all the niggas who was young mob, anti-young mob is like shit. When it came to me, they left it on the street because we had been locked up so long. Like, what you gonna press me about some shit? And it's really gang activities going on there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all into it with these motherfuckers. You know, you been around me for 3 years, 2 years. I am what I am, but got nothing to do with what y'all got going on or how you feel, you know? So, and that's when I got to running into the J90s and been coming in, letting me know what the streets going on. So I ran into so many niggas, and every nigga who came in from the street who was affiliated in Young Mob, they came and found me first because I was the only nigga who was Young Mob for real from the street. So me and Big Head Young Nigga, we got cool in jail because he played on the basketball team. You know, so going back to last week when I seen him in the Ridgecrest, you know, I was a little apprehensive at first. Like, it's Ridgecrest, you know. I know they feel some type of way. You know, I ain't one of them naive niggas, you know, because I always know it's gonna boil down to this, though. You could mean well out here, right? But I know I got the type of niggas who know my truth, know what's going on, in a sense, you see? So it always gonna boil down to my true bullshit. If you ask somewhere you don't supposed to be at, like for real, regardless, it's life. People don't forget. What you doing over there? True bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So, and me, I'm a person, man, I don't never wanna, I don't get myself into nothing I can't get myself out of. I don't want to be the man crying wolf. You know, I like to, when I make them calls and shit, if I ever have to make a call, hey man, it's for real. So I try not to never use my lifelines. That's why going back to right or wrong, I had to go do some stuff like this. I missed facts. Right or wrong, like, nah, bro, I don't want you to ride with me right or wrong, because I ain't finna be doing nothing wrong to jeopardize us. I'm trying to move right out here, though. And that's how I want my niggas to you know, go about things. Bro, move righteous. We ain't got too much time on. I don't want to speed up my time here. I still ain't figured this. I ain't living my best life yet. You know? So now, don't make me. I'm never gonna crash. You gonna say, yo, I don't fuck with you because I ain't in crash out stage in my late 30s. Gotta be righteous, fool, to make me want to give up this shit. You know, stop freedom. You know, I don't want to be blogging from no motherfucking cell. Or a nigga might RIP me over some bullshit. So when I say head, like I said, we greeted, we chopped it up for a minute, and we just got to talking about, you know, the penitentiary. He was like, bro, that's why nigga, it had me thinking, like, I already knew it was times in jail where a nigga wanted to press on me, right? And he was like, man, bro, from Memphis, he said that, right? Like, bro, from Memphis, man, nigga gotta go back to the city, got to see dude. And he was like, this is a prime example. And that was my mentality too, though. Like, if a nigga fuck over me, I hold grudges. If a nigga fuck over me too bad in the penitentiary, man, to where I just feel like I got to get him, then I would have felt like this shit got to come back to the streets. With that mindset too, though. So it could have been, that's my first time seeing bro since I've been out. I got out 17, it's 2026. And you see what I'm saying? 2026, a nigga that really did you something, you still want answers. But I'm happy that, man, you know, going back to like I said, man, I made it through jail with my mind. It was definitely a lot of times I had to stand on my 10, but even standing on my 10, I had to use my mind. And me using my mind and standing on my 10, man, I got a lot of respect in relationships just from people I did time with. And so when I see them now, you know, it ain't no hard feelings. It ain't none of that, man. I was locked up with truth to truth shit, bro. I did my time, my way, you know. So shout out to Head, though. And I also was out there, though, and you know, it was one of the guys, he said, like, the main guys who put this shit together, the fam mob shit together, that was out there. And I had to ask him. I was like, bro, how do these, you know, y'all neighborhood, the Ridge Scratch still feel about Young Mob? He said, man, you know, it's still, you know, like that. He said, bro, if I was to tell, bro, that it was some Young Mob niggas over here, watch how the timing just change. Far as the cars and shit get to pull up, how niggas get to watching and looking and shit. Like, this is 2026. And this is dating back to, you know, 2010, 29. You know, we were young. Niggas is, you know, 30s, pushing 40s. And it's still just uneasy. And you got, sometimes people don't care about your cause. You could be on a whole new walk of life, but people don't forget. So that's why you stay in one of these cities where, you know, you just always got to be mindful. You got to be careful. You try to be respectful, but you got to be prepared for shit in this city. You got to move smooth, and you can't be naive. Like, just because whatever, however you feel, now niggas feel how they feel. You might get up and go to work every day. You might do this and do that, but niggas still might look at you and feel like, hey, today might be your day. So, man, just gotta be mindful. Those are some great years in life. You learn to enjoy your life. Man, definitely learn to enjoy. So moving along, switching stories, switching topics though. Who was it I had on here? I think I had I said, who sent Straight Drop, y'all? Who sent Straight Drop? How about my first pair of God damn it. I think this is a new shoe I'm rocking with right now. John Morant's. On my first pair of John Morant's. I think this gonna be the new shoe I'm rocking with. I'm probably gonna get every color. I like the shoe. feels good, it's comfortable. So, yeah. Jock 3s. It's a nice shoe. That's what I'm rocking with. Ja Morant, Ja 3s. This is my new favorite shoe. Comfortability, style. So this is what I'm collecting right now. Ja 3s. Every time I get paid, I'm gonna try to get me a pair of Jaws. At least 2 pair. Till I have every color for those. Every color. I like them. To each his own, you know. I ain't fucked up. I like the shoe though. I like the shoe. 16, 15 and a half, some shoes. That's you, bro. Jordan's been out forever. I'm gonna say this too though. I'm gonna say this. I wear a size 16, right? And with all these bills and shit I be having, I can't see myself. I don't have a Nike plug, a shoe plug. I can't see myself spending $250, $260 on those shoes. It ain't that important. It ain't that important, right? But for the 125, I spent 125 on some jobs. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't that important, bro. I'm an Air Force One, a blazer type nigga, you know, myself. Dunks. But I be trying to switch it up. I'm still dressed like a hooper. Like, I remember one time my daughter told me I dressed young. I like them all white Yeezys. I ain't finna spend no money on no Yeezys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna spend no money like that on no shoes. My size 16 ain't got to be in no Yeezys. I don't live the lifestyle to wear Yeezys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm regular. Man. I got a little jewelry and shit from time to time and this and that. But I don't live the lifestyle to wear no Yeezys. I ain't trying to show off for nobody, man. You know, I ain't saying you are, but I don't live the life. My daughter said the same thing to me, true. I'm telling you, I feel like I found the perfect, like, I wear Air Force Ones, right? G Nikes. But them bitches 120. I'm like, damn, I'm going in the store paying 120 for Forces. I remember they used to be $80, bro. Then they went up to 88, then 90. Now they 120. So I'm like, all right, but I like Forces. So, okay, cool. I just recently started back going in the stores, you know, I know online. So I actually got these jobs after Nike clearance. So I ain't even pay full price for these jobs. I went to the Nike clearance store a couple of days. These jobs were $65. I paid $65 for the jobs. So it really was a steal. But when I looked them up, like, damn, jobs ain't number 125. I paid 125 for some shoes with the tax. I just 250, 260, 300. If I pay 300 for some shoes, it better be some little Gucci's or something. You know, 400 for some shoes. It ain't gonna be no tennis shoes, you know. In my opinion. Man, you got yellow Beezy, y'all. Last shoe I bought was odd color New Balance from, man. See, I wear some little shit like that. Like, I like the Nike, I got some like Nike running type shoes. I'm starting to like them shoes that, man, you gotta feel good on your feet, man. You know, I normally went into shit like this, you know, to be honest, but these jars just, they nice. They nice, that's all I can say. It's a nice shoe. So you got Yellow Beezy. Let me see. We're gonna tap in. We're gonna see what's going on real quick. Trap Boy Freddy. Yellow Beezy trying to fight to keep the rap lyrics out of Mo 3 trial. Focus on court. So we're gonna play this freestyle. Yellow Beezy freestyle.
And since you bundled home and auto with
I rock some New Balance.
said just pull up a beat.
Just what we doing then. It's a vibe.
Play this freestyle. We won't get into it. This was the court trying to, his defense team trying to have them not play in court.
Connected.
Hold on, y'all.
Ready to pair.
New Balance is cool for a small feet. I got big feet. Big feet.
Hey, let's get one thing straight. Most of these niggas gon' hate. Most of these niggas be gay. Talking on the low, dick pulling but supposed to be straight. And most of these niggas be fake. Nigga, we straight. Only nigga fixing me plate. I don't wanna speak on the case, but these niggas pussy. Talking rap shits on the song to the pussy get shot in his face. These niggas cake. Tough top, but these niggas shake. Under pressure, these niggas break. These niggas cake. Talking that internet talk, wanna share and say. These niggas shake, but nigga, these niggas hate. Bitch, you ain't shot now, nigga. Bitch, you ain't shot now, piss, I ain't gonna.
Should they go with this shit? I don't know what's going on. Can y'all still hear me? What I'm saying, anytime I get to too tight on my, anytime I get to doing some shit. This ain't even making sense, bro. These green screens on and shit, y'all. Man, Total Wireless full of shit. Okay, y'all can't see me no more though, right? This shit just won't let y'all see me no more. This shit, it just went out. Anytime I want to do some reaction, my shit just go out. This shit crazy, man. I don't know why though. You telling me why, y'all. I don't know why y'all can't see me no more. Maybe it'll come back in. That's why I said, that's why I was saying, Lady Love, no, but I'm gonna have to start going live from the laptop, man, because these Total Wireless, it's good service, but I know I need to upgrade my phone. I got a Samsung, decent Samsung phone, but I got to give me another Galaxy or something like that. So it's the phone and maybe the service, but I'm using my Wi-Fi. Might be YouTube. But we're going to play this song by Yellow Beezy, and then we'll get out of here, man. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We'll get out of here, man.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Hey, hold on. Hey, this shit's so crazy. So listen, y'all know I work off my laptop. So we having a group meeting. Man, I'm gonna tell you that we having just like my picture up. I have my phone, my laptop, and something else in my hand. And I'm finna go in the restroom and get on the meeting. But I'm finna use the restroom as I'm getting on the meeting. Lord have mercy. As soon as I pull my fucking pants down, I guess my hand done hit the button for the on camera. I said, I hurry up. Oh man. I said, I hope these folks don't think I'm trying to flash them, but Lord have mercy, man. I ain't ready for 24/7 YouTube. I gotta get more. YouTube savvy, man. I had even a camera rolling 24/7. Cause that was so. I had to text him, man, bro. I apologize. I definitely didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm talking about? No way, indeed. That's crazy. Y'all can't see me. Let me play this joint though.
Hey, let's get one thing straight. Most of these niggas gon' hate. Most of these niggas be gay. Talking on the low, dick pulling but supposed to be straight. And most of these niggas be fake. But nigga, we straight. Only nigga fixing me plate. I don't wanna speak on the case, but these niggas pussy. Talking rap shits on the song to the pussy, get shot in his face. These niggas cake. Tough top, but these niggas shake. Under pressure, these niggas break. These niggas cake. Talking that internet talk, wanna share say. These niggas shake, but nigga, these niggas hate. Bitch, you ain't shot now, nigga. Bitch, you ain't shot now, pistol. I ain't gonna box now, nigga. Your partner get shot down with you, and everybody got down with you. My top down missing. You wanna know what's goddamn trigger? Finna taste something that's goddamn sticky. Anybody that goddamn diss me, end up swimming with the fishes that's goddamn trigger. Better stop now, bitches. I ain't got time for these bitches. Spit by line with these bitches. I ain't grind with these bitches, so I will not cry for these bitches. No, I won't cry for these bitches. Put stop the ignition. My partner just got out of prison and ready to body your nigga.
So. Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, Yellow Beezy already going to court for allegedly hiring somebody to knock off Mode 3. And I was listening to Seti Nash, and Seti Nash was just playing, I guess, just the back and forth between Trap Boy Freddy and Mode 3. And everything I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? But they had a back and forth between the two, and don't know Trap Boy Freddy's involvement because he's not locked up. He's not locked up yet. But I'm gonna say this. I remember when somebody said this too though, bro. And this is just alleged for entertainment purposes, but I probably can find it on the internet right now, but let me see this. Somebody did a segment on Trap Boy Freddy, and they were like, Trap Boy Freddy snitching. I'm finna bring it up. Trap Boy Freddy.
Got all designer on me. Right, that's on me, baby. That's on me, baby.
This trio. Trap Boy Freddy snitching or not. Trap Boy Freddy caught snitching on Yellow Beezy. So it's a lot of people who insinuating Trap Boy Freddy may be snitching. I don't know, but this is what I do want to say. I feel as though he too close to the situation. Wasn't them boys cool at one time? Trap Boy and Yellow still cool. It's just one locked up, one not. And everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes, but everything is documented. Yellow was shot. Trap Boy Freddy was shot. Mo 3 alleged that he had dealings with both of them. I'm talking about 3. Oh yeah, they all used to be cool. Most definitely. And the first thing Trap Boy Freddy do when Mo 3 died was ride around on the freeway and say, damn, man, who got the freeway blocked? We finna go pop bottles and shit like this. It's celebration time. Like, what these niggas doing? So then they got a song called Put Money on Your Head. Let's put it on them. Put money on your head. Trap Boy Freddy, Yellow Beezy, money on your head. Some shit like that. It just seemed like
Trap Boy Freddy
out here. This is what the court's playing. This is what his defense team trying not to get played in court. And these are the conclusions that, they kind of insinuating Trap Boy Freddy. Like they both had the same issues with the same individual. So if one locked up for it, one's still out. Trap Boy Freddy just got married too. Congratulations. You're switching your life up. Good. That's good. That's good. Ain't bad, but you ain't fighting no bullets. I put money on a nigga head. Yeah, Trap Boy Freddy just got married, I think, yesterday. Police, no, not the police, but one of these songs they played in court, he put his head down and just, talking to his defense team. What you think go through these guys' mind, though, when the court play your music in? And maybe it's talking about this person or maybe it's not. Do you think they thinking, maybe I shouldn't have dropped this shit? Or, hey, it's just good music, y'all. I don't know why I can't see y'all no more. The camera just went out. So hopefully it come back in. When I started playing the damn Yellow Bees, it went out though. So I don't know what's going on. He just got married yesterday. That could mean maybe he really in love or he trying to switch his image up. I like Trap Boy Freddy rap style though. Like I believe what he talking. Is she in the business too? I'm not sure about that. But I believe Trap Boy Freddy when he talking, like he's realistic as a trapper. Because I know his music is not he has a fan base, but let's say he's not making the money off of music. But I like his style though. He definitely believable. I like his presence. And when he get to talking his shit, he talking his shit. I definitely like that. I like him more than Yellow Beezy for sure. If you want an early Christmas, you see that pussy, I got 50. So, we could be just rapping. But going all the way back to Gucci Mane said, man, he got 10. You see that nigga chain? I want it. Shit, Pookie Loke them tried that. And you know what they made me think about though? Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Is that how rap niggas put bounty on niggas' heads though? Like they communicate through the street niggas through songs. And then once the shit took in place, you know, you just show your work. I promise when I listened to that song, it had me thinking though, like, cause you got niggas that, you know, just going back to the Dolph case. You know, niggas put bounties on niggas though. So, and when you putting the bounty on a nigga, if it ain't yo niggas, like I wonder how they work. Anybody see him type shit? You know, it's a direct correlation between Yellow Beezy, Mo 3, Trap, Rainwater sued Mo 3 for them jumping him. He lied about they didn't jump Rainwater. They chased Rainwater ass down, whooped him out his drawers, whooped him out his pants rather, and Rainwater, I remember Rainwater saying, shit, I ain't in the streets, you know. I think Rainwater won a $300,000 lawsuit. So it's so much shit that's documented to where these people can, you got the death for Roy Lee, him wanting to box this person in. You know, it's just so much shit that happened between them, these two factions, to where, you know, you can, the courts, just like I know about this is stuff I don't even have to pull up. This is just what I know off the top of my head. That these people doing their job, they getting paid to dive into the beef, break it down. I remember listening to Key One White, the alleged killer of Mo 3. His last interview, he said he got a trick up his sleeve. You think he gonna testify? Cause in them cases, who they be wanting more? The shooter or the one who put the money on his head? They use Marlo Mike to get boosted, right? They want the shooter or they want the man that put the money on the head? Who, which one? Do the courts cut deals with first? You see what Sammy the Bull walking around, Sammy Bull admitted to 19 motherfuckers, 20 people, I think. Exactly. Get back what to do. They want the bag, man. So maybe that's, just think about it. Key One White got he been talking maybe the last year now. Straight drop. He just started doing interviews. Who sent him, y'all? He went from not talking to doing an interview. It makes no sense. He did an interview that made no sense. When you get down to the nitty-gritty, when you talked about how you know what I'm saying, the real reason I get it in a sense, you know, okay, you really were beefing with niggas that were PRA. You had smoke with dog artists. That's the shit that you really couldn't talk about. You know what I'm saying? You had smoke with Kenny Money now. You already had shot at them a couple times. You know what I'm saying? You had that type of smoke. But you made it seem like you was on Dolph level. Like you and Dolph had beef. Like it was direct. But y'all want to, he said, man, what he say, him and Dolph made it seem like he was above him, or like he was bigger. Like I get what he's saying when it come time to talking to a nigga. He said Dolph didn't give him that brotherly advice like he really wanted. So here it is, you 26, 27, Dolph 40. You just came around. You really were, like I said, you pocket watching, and you really just wanted too much, too fast. You wanted to be number one. You said nigga didn't pay you, offered you 100,000, and you feel like your life was more than it. But he paid all his artist debt. But then you said you could have probably took the 100 and maneuvered it, but you end up allegedly taking a hit on him for 50,000, but you got your 50 though. You got your 50. A 50 in a record contract, allegedly. But it was the same 100,000 with an opportunity. Yeah, I played the interview. He understood now. The jig is up. He wants some bread now. Yeah, he wants some bread now. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe he got more to talk about in this interview, because in the next interview, because it's only so much you're gonna make off of that interview, unless Lil Bro gave you some tough up front. There could be a segue to other people interviewing him, because I'm pretty sure some other people want to talk to him now. You know? But I would have went straight to the big people. You know, no jumper Vlad. I would have tried to, you know, set up me a $5,000 phone interview off the muscle before they run in there. So then you throw Moneybagg Yo name out there and say Moneybagg Yo put a hit on your head. And I say, who sent you? What make you say or hear or feel strong enough to say that Bag put a hit out on you? You were just around them. You said Endless tried to offer you $90,000. This is where the shit don't make sense though. When? At what point? You didn't take the 90 from Endless. You go over there with Dolph. He tried to offer you 100. You don't take the 100, but then they put a bounty on him. You take that. You take the bounty for the 50 in the contract. Then you go do a couple videos using 50 and the air and shit. You know, true. That shit get really. Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to see. It just ain't making sense. It's like he came. It's like he's sitting in the cell so long, G. Like you said, motherfucker want to get some money now. So he done came up with his own reasons on why I'm going to tell the world where, like, yeah, Dolph, the real reason was, like he alluded to, Dolph chose the wrong side. Bless me with a bankroll. He was talking about Govon, but he ain't say too much about Govon. He ain't say nothing about Govon like that. He ain't say nothing ill about Govon at all. as far as he just said it was over with when they talked. He was talking about cornbread, and he was talking about the dog situation. I can't think of not one bad thing he said about Govon. Only that it was over with when Brother took the stand. He was mentioned Govon's daughter being killed. You know, from what I heard, I didn't hear him say nothing controversial about Govan at all. He said cornbread was a bitch. He said cornbread was his childhood. Nah. Oh yeah. Nah, I'm just talking about the niggas that he was, you know, he said something bad about. I'm just speaking on the dog, from the dog standpoint is, it just didn't make sense. When the real issue was, you know, it was some street shit going on. And dog, I never, you know, you turn it down 100,000 don't even make sense. Especially when you fresh rapping, you really don't have a rap career. And really, a nigga really just turning you up. That's a smacker fee. That's all they would. That's a smacker fee. $100,000 for being a smacker. You throw on a PRE chain, and then you work your way up. But you so cocky in your mind, if that really happened, then what would be the need? Let me say this though, y'all. He said CMG offered him a deal too, right? Didn't he say this? If CMG offered you a deal, what was the reason for Govon taking you to Big Jook, having a private meeting, trying to get you signed? They had already offered you a deal. They knew who you were. So what would be the need? What would be the need for that? See, that's why a nigga shouldn't do these interviews, because when did that happen? Yeah, a lot of lies like the sandbox. When these folks offer you a deal? Big Jook. I mean, Big Jook. It really wasn't important. The people he talked about. The most important shit was just him talking in the sense of, cause he ain't say nothing bad about Jook. You know what I mean? I'm just saying his narrative of what happened. Why would Govon need to have a meeting with Jook about you if they already offered you a deal? Govon clearly said they were trying to figure out how to turn you up, get your numbers up. You know? So that's why I go back and say, man, who sent you? What made Straight Drop do this interview? What made Straight Drop do this new interview, man? And is there gonna be more to come? I'm pretty sure Paper Route and they'll sit down and listen to the interview. Everybody have. Everybody be in tune. But the niggas be acting like they don't or not. Like niggas be paying attention. You seen Paper Route Who said he was watching the trial. I'm pretty sure Key Glock watched it. Niggas watching. They was watching it, seeing what was going on. So I'm pretty sure they heard that interview. And especially a lot of them niggas that knew Drop. Like some of them guys knew straight Drop. Kenny Money. Key Glock. Oh yeah, man. Just one of them situations where it's a lot going on. It's a lot of hearings, a lot of trial about to start. And my advice for anybody who out here, bro, committing these crimes, you know, you gotta get your get back. Whatever you feel like you need to do, brother. Man, don't talk about it. You know, it's cameras. You know, it's just a lot. The reward gotta outweigh the risk. You know, a lot of times we going to jail off of crash out shit, man. Crash out. And then, you know, if you are gonna do this, man, don't stop talking about it. You know, they showing you, y'all. They showing you that they gonna use this shit against you in the courts of law. You know, going back, I got niggas who, you know, might be dealing with the same thing. They showing you that they use this shit against you in the court of law. You know, niggas so vivid and so detailed with things like it ain't. I don't understand that part of the game where it done got to where niggas really be talking about real deal. Like Mo3 said. Mo3 said some shit. I fell asleep listening to, I guess it was one of his last interviews. And he was like, lives. And he was like, he not a character. When he rap, he just be rapping about what's going on, what he see, you know, his life, day to day, the shit for real. And you know, we like reality rap, but in a sense though, you was doing the same shit. You know, like Yellow Beezy said, man, you know, a nigga shot at me. You know, they could be forgave. But you getting on here, you rapping and talking about you shot me. A man talking about they shot me. You know, once blood shed, it's harder to forgive. So you could have shot a man and got away with it. You could have, you know, both of them niggas got shot in the car. But once you attach yourself to it, let the streets know, or let the rap game know, or even just took the credit, you know, you put that target on your back in more than one way. The law and niggas want they get back. That's why I said a while ago, I said, man, rap was as real as it's ever been now. You know, when these niggas say they doing some shit, they really doing it. Listen to them. You know, 75% of the rap that's going on right now, man, is reality rap. Drill, whatever, however you want to say it, man, it's reality rap. These niggas is really talking about the shit that's everybody really, you know, talk about what you see and what you around, but they just take it to the next level. Yeah, man, you know, it's just talking about street business, man, like I said, they using this shit against you. And now more so than ever, man, it's just time out for doing it. Time out for doing it. So I think the Yellow Beezy case it starts soon, maybe next week. And, you know, we're just going to see how this shit go. But in my mind, and from the looks of it, I feel as though it's gonna be an open and shut case. You know, niggas got money. Excuse me. Niggas got money. So good lawyers and good lawyers, but it's like you put so many pieces to the puzzle out there to where it's like y'all make the job so much easier than, you know, really making these folks do their job. They only have to do half of the job because it's so much of this shit for people to just go back and look at and talk about. Like all of this shit, I fell asleep on it. Like I said, the back and forths between Mo3 and Trap Boy Fred from the start of like YouTube, or pinpoint when this first started, from the Pick Six, you know, and all of that, and just back and forth from there. It's documented. Then you got Mo3. I always felt like this. Now, Mo3 was unalive, I understand, but I feel as though he might have been getting blackballed or maybe, you know, but I feel like when it came to the street shit, he was the aggressor. I feel like he was the aggressor. I said this a while ago, and I know it's a lot of most sector people, but I feel like he was the aggressor. Like, he one of them niggas where he forced your hand. You know, we can't really beat the nigga rapping. He rapping and talking about this shit. Mo was ambushed. I don't give a fuck about it being ambushed. That's how you get a man ass out of here. Playing too much. I'm telling you, he was the aggressor that led to him getting ambushed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They got tired of this shit. Texas don't have to put in. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how you get an aggressive ass nigga. You ambush him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All that aggressive, tough ass shit, we can't whoop you. You sliding on us. Man, we gotta get your ass out of here. You a problem. Hey, hard parts. I already done. Yeah, I already done on the social media, in the music, for sure. But what I'm saying is, I know he was getting what he was getting what he asked for. That's why when you sit back and look at it, man, you know, niggas, he got the energy that he put out. Just being real. He got the energy that he put out. It just, you know, he lost his life. He got overkilled. But the best way for the niggas who didn't have nothing to do with it or whatever, man, you don't put the heat on yourself. Yeah, I never seen it like it is in these days, right? Niggas, it's been so much, even going back to, you know, man, Lil Durk. Like, when you think about it, like Lil Durk made the game, the industry pick and choose. Lil Durk was everything that they said he was. They probably got Lil Durk labeled as the biggest BD out. Because in actuality, he was. Just being real, like, Durk made shit happen. And you could tell, not even just saying on no negative shit, you could tell he made shit happen. You could tell that he was the one over there. You could tell that niggas wasn't gonna play about him. And you could hear other stories about, oh, did this man Durk, you could tell he was the one. He was the voice. And just looking at his situation. So much money involved, but so many mistakes made. So many mistakes made. So much looseness. Talking on the phones. Track records. Paper trails. You know, it's going to be hard for these guys to get out of this unscathed. No time, in my opinion. With just the paper trail, the track records. All of the shit that you done said against yourself. That's really what it be about. Niggas saying so much against theyself. King Von on camera went to O Block with 100,000 and broke it down on camera, and allegedly this was money that was paid to the shooters. You know, these folks are able to put this shit together. We do it on camera. King Von did that shit on camera, man. He took the money to O Block. Made that shit look good. He getting into number smackers. He getting the money to number smackers. Hey, go smack him around. Go smack him around. On camera. And somehow, some way, these folks be knowing this shit. Everybody who done did some shit in the last 10 years done set themselves up. Everybody who done some shit. Hey, I like talking like this too, though. It make me feel like I'm on radio or something, though. I ain't gonna lie. I wish y'all could see y'all can see me, but you know it is what it is. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm just huffing and puffing. Not trying to blow the house down. Everybody you could think about who done some shit, though, man, from Pop Smoke murder to Young Dog to everything, everybody who we can think about who done did some shit, bro. Man, they done told on themselves. To the law and crime shit I be watching, these people telling on themselves, though. It's just like, I forgot even trying to get away. Pac was no exception. Pac didn't tell on himself, though. Pac just was lost. Pac ain't never got on no camera and told on himself, though, or no raps and told on himself, told on no crimes and shit like that. Tupac did shit in real life that led to bullshit. He never got on a mic and talked about crimes he was committing, though. He just more so did with his actions. I said actions. He got into it with his actions. He made the wrong choices in life. Tupac wasn't making drill music though. He made a lot of young nigga choices because he had a lot of young people around him that, you know, he didn't have too many. Just think about it. Tupac was a young leader. Who really just telling Tupac? Who was just really? It's still two different. Who was telling Tupac no? Or really giving him some game? You know. So it ain't the same. Like I say, he made wrong choices in life though. But it still led to him dying though, for sure, for sure. It still led to him dying. He supposed to have somebody around him telling him, "Pop, man, you an artist, homie. Stand down. This LA politics. This LA politics. This gang shit." Pac was a follower. You completely set up. Man, set himself up. He set himself up. Sometimes some shit can be just what it be, man. My mind set itself up. In my opinion. That shit happened how it happened. He set himself up. Tupac had the world in his hands too. What happened, happened. You know, you got lost in the gang politics. And the nigga felt like Tupac put his hands on me, in my opinion, and slammed on him. He tried to slam on Suge too. First thing was security. They were told not to have a gun. Yeah, this shit makes sense. Tupac got shot in the car. What they have to do with anything? Tupac got shot in the car. Tupac whooped ass in the MGM. Tupac got shot in the car. What they got to do with anything? They ain't walk up on Tupac and shot him. Tupac had just jumped on the nigga ass and fled the scene. What does that have to do with anything? He was riding the car with Suge when that shit happened. He wasn't with the security. What does that have to do with anything? Make that make sense. And people always want to be trying to throw this and that. What does that have to do with anything? I know Richard Wright, it's all type of stories out here. What does that have to do with anything? Tupac had got shot on Flamingo. He kicked ass at the MGM. The police, man, you think a motherfucker listening to the... I don't listen to the police. Look, you just said the wrong shit. The police. I listen to no motherfucking police. Same motherfucker whoop the shit out of Rodney King. You talking about them police out there in LA? You talking about them police that whoop shit out of Rodney King? Same police that cut their body cameras off? Oh, you talking about them police. Oh, okay. Yeah. He shouldn't have put his hands on Orlando Brown. That's what the setup was. I don't gotta think about it. Think about it. She told him to get into that fight. She told Suge. Suge didn't tell him to get into that fight. See, this Lady Love, stop talking. Stop doing it, Lady Love. Stop doing it, Lady Love. Stop doing it. I don't even want to talk to you about that case no more. You win. You right. Suge ain't tell that man shit. Everybody seen what Tupac did. Everybody seen what Tupac did. Those folks trying to catch Tupac. Suge ain't know Tupac was finna do this shit. No, Vegas X Pigs. You said Suge told Tupac to go do this shit. No, he did not. The nigga that got his chain told Pac, there go the people who took my chain, and Tupac took off. And by the shit already going on, they just came over there and put feet on them too. Lady Love, what you saying false though. You mixing shit though, love. I know the story just like you feel like you know the story, but what you saying, you taking out shit though, love. Nobody said they knew. Everybody said they didn't know Tupac was finna go do that. Like King Von. Didn't nobody know Tupac was finna go do that. Everybody has said that. You the only person in life who ever came out and said that. That I ever seen say that. All the people that was there, Nick Bone spoke on it. Suge spoke on it. It done been plenty of people spoke on that shit, said Tupac, no, they didn't know Pac was finna go do that. They said, the nigga who got his chain took Travis, what's his name? One of their homeboys, he wasn't supposed to tell Pac this shit. He should have went and told some of the other homeboys that anyway. So what you saying is false, love. They saying the nigga wasn't even supposed to tell Pac no shit like that. Why not tell the homeboys? You go tell a rapper. And Pac wanted to be so down for the hood, for the mob Peru, he took it upon Trey Lane. Pac took it upon himself to go over there and press their killer. You know, sometimes shit be, in my opinion, sometimes shit be what it be too. You know, you're gonna have these scenarios and this and this and that, but you see why Keefe D locked up. And it wasn't from no damn setup. It wasn't from no setup. Okay. A bag was dropped on your head. It wasn't no setup though. Man, I done seen plenty of them junk. But I'm telling you, the facts of life is LA had already knew what happened to Tupac a long time ago. LA knew this shit. The streets of LA had already known what happened to Tupac. So I don't really have to tap in on this shit. You know, the streets know what happened. Don't you know the police and all of those shit, they do stuff for money. They do this for that. They do this for that. I ain't just gonna believe all that just because the police. Who are the police? The police. See how crooked they is? I don't got to see no. I done seen them old ass police stories on Kato, whatever the police do. One of them that died and who killed Biggie and all of those shit. I seen all this shit. But I feel like the streets already knew how Tupac died in Cali. They knew that shit for 20, 30 years. Tupac got in the business. And you can create all these death row scenarios and oh, he was trying to get off death row and did this and that. But I'm gonna tell you this: no man is gonna tell somebody to shoot up a car, and I'm in it. No man. Unless the nigga in the back seat, you pulling strictly up on this side of it, man. Nah, man. No man telling no nigga shoot up no car, and I'm in the driver's side. You pull it up shooting the passenger. Man, stop it. That ain't even how Orlando died. He didn't die from that. See, Lady Love, that's what I'm saying. Your facts is wrong. That man didn't die from that. He died from a whole nother shootout. He ain't had nothing to do with Tupac. He died because he was a street nigga. The nigga that killed him died, and he killed the nigga. You got other people that died from that situation, but that wasn't the reason Orlando lost his life. He died from just being who he was in a whole nother shootout. That's what I'm saying. Tupac just really had fucked with the wrong nigga. Pac fucked with the wrong nigga, man. Young. You know, we think about it though, Tupac was 24, 25 when he died. So, even though he come from that militant background and was smart, beyond years, he still was a follower. He still was impressionable. He still felt the sense of having to be loyal to a fault. And he made a lot of bad choices, bad decisions, though. With all of that wisdom and all of that, you know, that structure that he had, he made a lot of bad decisions also. And it, you know, cost him his life. Yeah, the other guy died too. That's what I'm saying. The other guy died too with Orlando Brown. He was in a shootout where both people died. He died and the other nigga died. So I believe at that point, you know, the police was trying to sell books and stores and shit when it came to the Tupac situation. The Biggie, you know, trying to say Biggie had something to do with it and this and that, and you know, the streets of LA always knew what happened. It was basically some gang banging shit. And Pac was in the middle of it and they had no need to be in the middle of it. And that's what happened, in my opinion. It's Tentacion. Like, everything always be on camera, though, man. So, man, this ain't the time for it. The Flacco nigga. Whenever they do something, bro, that shit on camera. My little incidents, you know what I'm saying? It's on camera. Shit, Orlando was looking for a lot of people though. But from what I understand, I guarantee you, Orlando probably wasn't no nigga that, you know, you just really wanted to run into though. You gonna get what you want looking for him. You see, he took a man down too. I'm gonna say this too though, y'all. Sometimes niggas don't really justify their homeboys getting killed. You know, sometimes this shit go on, but you know, now in that gang culture, yeah, it just depends on how people really looked at Pop. like he was a homeboy. You got a lot of people from the mob, Paru said Pop. He was a homie, but he wasn't. Some people respected it, some people didn't. So, all of this shit play in a part too, though, how far a nigga really push a line. The niggas that might have just really had love for Pac, they was around him, he was pushing their shit and taking their brand to the next level. They might have said, yeah, but you gonna always have them niggas who like, shit, we ain't grow with Pop. That nigga ain't fuck with me like that. That was Suge nigga. That was Neckbone nigga. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was such and such nigga. So if anything, they push about Pop, but then once they start losing homeboys, they had to push Buntry. All of these guys I'm hearing they got killed. Well, Buntry, I heard, from Mob James, he supposed to have been one of his own homeboys that knocked him off. Some shit like that. Shit, the other two in the car, the whole car dead, besides Keefe D. They were trying to say the other nigga in the car was the shooter, not Orlando Brown. They were trying to say that whatever his name was, Big Mike, I think the police killed him. But they were trying to say bro was the shooter. Because he was closer to the passenger door. Orlando Brown would have to, reach across from him. And really, if I'm in the back seat, I ain't really just let no nigga reach over me. But they said he gave the gun to Orlando. He didn't want to do it. Let no nigga reach across me, shoot no motherfucking gun, though. Keep it these trash card? Yeah, I don't think so. Keefe D just involved himself for no motherfucking reason. Telling these folks you passed the gun and you did this and did that. My niggas just don't want to be free. It might time me to go grab. I don't know. I think it's saying something they had me, motherfucker. It's time me to go grab me a little meal, man. So Popeyes, they don't got the big box no more, right? They got the small box. They have a 2-piece, one side for $4.99 instead of a 2-piece, 2-side for $6. Also, I went to Wing Factory. I might go back to Wing Factory. Wing Factory got they got a shiesty meal. They got the poo shiesty meal. I would have had the poo shiesty meal. You get 4 wings, fries, and a drink for like $6. That's the shiesty meal. So what I actually might do, I might go get 2 shiesty meals. Go give me an 8-piece, double fries, and 2 drinks for the $12. That ain't bad. Is that bad? 8-piece, double fries, and 2 drinks for $12. That's basically what it'll be. I was sitting in there, and I'm reading it. And I said, "Pooh shiesty meal. Let me try it out." Yeah, man, y'all, the Wing Factory, man. So let's check this out. Fun factory about the Wing Factory. Uh, I got this teammate. This the first time I ever in life experienced this. So I was in high school. When I was in high school, cause the female who owned the wing factory, well, her family owned the wing factory though. So I've been knowing her since high school, right? Just a little crazy little shit that had happened. So I got this teammate, and me and her was kicking shit back in high school. Never nothing happened though, just kicking shit. And this was during my stage where I thought I just had a whole lot of little high school action and shit like that. So I had, hell nah, that's an illegal deal, shit. Nah, that's a little deal. I'm finna go get that boy today, I ain't gonna lie. So I had sick my teammate on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what made me sick my teammate on her though. And look up, I called her back one day, and she told me, I really like him. He make me laugh. I said, what the fuck? Somebody that took my little joint. I like him. He make me laugh. I said, oh, man. Yep. It happens, man. So, I always think about this shit, though. I always think about that though, bro. When I used to see her in life, it just take me back to high school. Where like, damn, I was doing too much. I sick my teammate on her, and look up. I hollered about 3-4 days later. I really like him. He make me laugh. He funny. I said, damn, for real? But you know, saw kills snails, not players, man. I just, left it alone. I understand, I ain't had the time to make you laugh and shit, goddamn. But this is 17-year-old type shit though, man. For real. So, she said we need that place here. Most definitely. I'm gonna get back to a little vlogging though. I've been saying it, but just basically normal vlogging though, y'all. Like I said, throughout my day, me working out, me just still trying to figure out life, happiness, things of that nature, man. I still ain't seen my daughter since February. We talk, text here and there and shit though, but still ain't saw her. I'm about to start back playing golf. But yeah, just yeah, we're gonna get into it though, man. We'll get into it, y'all. Make sure y'all continue to like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully I have those shirts ready for y'all next week. And also, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a couple people as well. Shit, that's how it happened later, Lord. Yeah, I'm finna beat that wing factory up though a little later. Got to go get that two 6 pieces, like I said, 2 4 pieces. Double order of fries. That way I'm gonna give me 2 different little flavors. Only thing about the wing factory, I gotta let them know, man, put me a little extra sauce on her. It's like they barely hit that sauce though. I be liking my shit a little, give it to me now. Give me a little sauce on there now. So it's like they put them in there so neat. They put just enough hot sauce in that motherfucker just to coat it around and let you know it's hot. It's a little flavor, but it's like I just be needing a little more flavor. How would you think that, like, love? How you draw that conclusion? Man, you should be saying shit. I'm talking about some high school shit. And you draw that conclusion to my family reunion. What are you talking about? I'm trying to see what you talking about. So on that note, what are you talking about? I want to see what you trying to have. What sense you trying to make with it? What are you talking about? I'm telling you about a random high school story. I'm trying to see what the hell you steady avoiding what I'm talking about. You steady talking about sauce on the side. I'm trying to see what are you talking about. Like, what would make you think that though? Is what I'm saying. I'm trying to address the shit that ain't making sense to me. Damn, I thought she might have went with you to the family reunion. How? Why would you think that? Who said something was extra? What are you talking? Are you listening? Oh, go on tell me you playing with the dog or you typing cause you can't be listening. It just be seem like you be trolling at times. What are you talking about, love? I was talking about your daughter. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Oh, man, hell nah. Okay. There we go. The way you got extra. But then you say the way I got extra. No, I don't know. Nah, my daughter ain't going nowhere with me. Hell nah. That's why I was told. We talking about two different things. Okay. But nah, she ain't go. And my daughter don't know nobody. My daughter don't know nobody on my side of the family. You know, she don't know. She done met my mama before, but she don't know nobody. I think she met my granny before. My mama, but she don't know nobody. No cousins, sisters, brothers, aunties. You said you haven't seen your daughter in a while. Aunties or none of that shit though. So we trying to reach out still, just like we going back to the story at hand. You know, that 13-year-old talking to a 20-year-old. You know, I would love to just be more involved, know what's going on. So, and then just be, it's crazy that, you know, have a daughter and just don't know the basics. You know, talk to her when I talk to her. Don't really care for you or sense. Like, you know, she, and it's like, dang, we just got it is what it is type of relationship. And I was just thinking about, damn, I ain't seen my daughter since February. Since the last time I told y'all about it. Like, damn, man, got a whole child out here. And you really just don't have no relationship like you want with them. And I ain't, from lack of effort, it's like shit. But keep trying. Keep trying. Keep at it though. I asked her to get her cash out and shit. She still ain't done it. Just little things like that. But it's so much a person don't know. I know, I don't. And like I said, just going back to that first case where the situation, the lady found her daughter talking to somebody and seeing them on camera. It's like, man, I just would like to be a lot more involved. And just the don't know part, be like, damn, that's the situation, that I created though. Not being there early on, allowing certain things to transpire because I wasn't there. So, but that's going back to me vlogging though. I do, but then at the same time, just being honest. It's like I don't know how to look at that shit, though, to be honest. So like I said, that's another reason why I just want to vlog. I want to vlog more. Because truly, we might have certain little support systems and things of that nature. At least they can say you did. Right. Man, shit, I feel like it'll get... By time, man, I don't know. I know me. Like, just know. I feel like it'll get better as they grow up. But me, I'm just I don't know how receptive I am to, how you be like, damn, it's your daughter did this and that. But let's say she don't want to come around till she 30. Oh shit, I'm old as hell now. I'd be looking at shit years we could have been. No, I don't want to be on it like be like, yeah, I could see myself feeling like that though. Like, damn, what about all the time we, just, man, I'm 50. I'm 60 years old. But hopefully it don't be like that, hopefully. Because my thing is, like shit, I want to see my daughter. Like I said, I could go back to court. Now, I ain't trying to be back in no court, man. So I'm just, it is what it is, man. I'm just letting her find her way out here. Yeah, it will get better when they grow. They don't have extra people in there. Yeah, letting her find her way. Stay in tune. I really be want to send her money, like I said. I don't want to have to go through her mama. Cause shit, I feel like I don't really want to have to talk to her mama no more. Period. In life. Because shit, you stop talking and responding about my daughter, about this, I don't really want to talk to her no more. I don't have no good energy for her, regardless of whatever it was. I don't got shit else to say to her. So shit, you start bringing my daughter to see me and even communicating about it. So it just took me just reaching out to my daughter and her responding. So I will hopefully the next step be my daughter reaching out and be like, shit, what's up? Come get me, or can I meet you? I'm hoping for that. But yeah, I'm just at the point where, man, I'm just letting her do her, letting her find her way, because I feel like it's everybody's decision too, though. Shit. Meeting her friends, you got friends now, you hanging out, you doing this and doing it, Yeah, I like that too. Right, I don't take my son. Then this one, he got found for can't. Yeah, man. So like, I'm just on some it is what it is that type shit though, man. Like I fuck with her now. I fuck with her, but I'm at a point in life too where it's like I'm basic. You know what I'm saying? Like far as I be doing I do shit, but you know what I'm saying, man. I'm really family oriented. I try to be, and man, I just got to get more about on my shit. What's making me happy? What building my shit, building my stuff up, building my brand. Just you know, because every day I wake up, I be realizing, man, at the end of the day, it really just be me in this shit though. Cause I don't have that connection like that. My daughter ain't hitting me up and, I was just thinking, I was talking to my brother earlier. I'm gonna leave on this note though. But I was talking to my brother earlier. And we were just talking about our family. Like me and my brother family, we got the same mama, so we got the same dad side, but we both got different dads. And we were just talking about our uncles, like which uncles done, the difference between having an uncle who, maybe got some structure, who got something that they can show they kids and nephews, and having parents. We like, so on our mama side of the family, we like, shit, our uncles, we just breaking this down and man, just thinking about that good representation that's needed. Then I went on my side of the family, we both thinking about our daddies and, just our mama, their situation, how my granny raised me. And I remember telling my granny, like, I had to tell my grandma, like, grandma, I be wanting to hear you tell me you love me sometime. Because I was brought up, I ain't just had it from my parents telling me that. You my granny, and I get it. When she was like, I show you I love you by what I do for you. It's different. But I was like, yeah, granny, I get it, but I be wanting to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So that's when me and my granny just had I always had a great relationship with her. We just had a different breakthrough. Once she got my point, my granny gave me a big hug. I love you, boy. I love you. Do anything for you and shit, though. You missing the point, lady love. Never giving up. It ain't even just talking about my daughter, just talking about in life. You know what I'm saying? missing the point. I ain't gonna give up. It's just shit. It just is what it is type of situation. Just I'm realizing the older you get, you realize you know, unless you married and things of that nature and have a house full of people running around, you really by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at that point, like I was telling y'all a couple months ago, I gotta just figuring out what I like doing, this and that, you know. I fool with my family. You know, I fuck with my family. I ain't never got no bad shit to say about them. But if I don't pull up, shit, I ain't pulling up. So, and I really ain't I like being in the house, but at the same time, too much house can be too much too, though. So it's like I'm just trying to figure out. I know I got to step my grind up. That can be one. Step my hustle up. But then life ain't all about work either, though. So it's just trying to find that balance of being older, what I like doing, and, you know, want to vlog this shit. You know, it'll be here for, you know. And maybe throughout the process of me vlogging and me trying to reach my potential, you know, this shit'll come about. You never know. And man, most definitely, love. I definitely appreciate it. Love you well, love all, yeah. I definitely appreciate it. So nah, I ain't giving up on my daughter, but hell nah. It just shit, you know, I'm a realist. I see things for what it's worth. You know, I'm hopefully one of those, like I said, one of them situations where she get older and she get on her shit as far as mind wise, and I'm always gonna be here for her. But I don't want her to be 30, 40, and then realize, shit, I'm on the deathbed. Down that time for you to change my diapers and shit, you know? You know, I love to actually spend some quality time with my daughter. Don't have to worry about, you know, just the old crazy ass shit. So, just wishful thinking. But the vlog just gonna be more so about me, man. Me moving around more though, y'all. Me moving around, like I told y'all at first, I might not even do the 24/7 joint. Like, unless I'm just at the crib, just cooling it for real. Then I can jump on like that. But I do want to vlog more, you know, break the camera out just at random. Vlogging my trips, vlogging this, vlogging that. I can see myself becoming more of a vlogger, especially when I'm trying to obtain a few goals. But yeah. It's time to check on my dog. I heard him moving around in there. Let me see, can my camera back working? Camera still not working. Time to check on Rocket, feed Rocket, and then, man, you know, go grab me a little dinner. Grab me a little dinner, and I might Uber tonight, man. I wanted to jump on this and chop it up with y'all. Rocket be doing, man, you know, Rocket be, He be doing all that shit like he tired of motherfuckers. So like, come get me or something. Like he be doing it. Big breathing and shit, man. What's up with him, chat? What's up with him, though? What's up with Rock with all this big breathing? Like he come get me out. It ain't even time to be out, bro. You don't really supposed to be out till another, you know, something at 6:30. Or have they took my page? What you say? Yeah, I got one like that too. That's the last one. Love you back, baby girl. Hope y'all with under greatness. Yeah, we see him. Man. Grandbaby. I can't even think for no grandbabies and having a estranged daughter, you know, or estranged kids and shit. I don't want, you know what I'm talking about? That shit seem, you know, that's crazy. But you know, it be like this sometimes when your kids allow you to be in their grandkids' life or your grandkids' life. If you ain't too fucked up, but you know. I could see some shit like, but I ain't gonna lie. I would want to have a relationship with my daughter before all that bullshit. You know what I mean? That's cool. You know, but I want to have it before you get to, you know, turning up like that. But you know, we'll just see how it work. See how it go, man. You know, all I can say, I'm here. I'm gonna do my part, especially being available for her. Nah, Rocky ain't no barker, man. Rocky ain't no barker. He just need to be a biter. I don't want no motherfucking barker. He need to be a biter. Nah, he don't come out to 6. Rocky be out. Rocky can't. I realize, like I said, Rocky can't just be out like that though. You know, he be out, but out all day. Rocky shed, and until I figure out, you know, how to stop some of this shedding and stuff like that. Yeah, nah, Rocky ass gonna be in a crate or outside. You know, once we walk outside out 3-4 times a day, that mine ass in the crate. I let him out about an hour or so while he eat. He eat twice a day. So he out twice a day for an hour and a half, roaming around in his section in the house. I let him out 3 times, 4 times a day to walk him. We out 30 minutes. Shit, that's it. Unless I go in the kitchen and chill. I go in the kitchen and chill with him and smoke sometimes. So I let him out then. But he had too much dog hair for me. Sometimes I might forget and walk in there with my socks on and come back and dog her on the couch. Man, I ain't with all this shit. Of course. That's all he do. He a good alerter. If somebody on the back porch, on the back, he don't do nothing but he gonna let me know. I love that. He's a perfect alert dog. That's one thing I can say about my boy Rocky. Anytime he ball, it's worth going to check. Even when I be like, Rocky, what the fuck? Oh, okay, it's a call on the other side of the gate. Some people out there talking. So now he's definitely a alert dog. Like let's just say if it's nighttime and I let him out without his collar on, he gonna come down the stairs and the gate to open up our apartments. If he hears some shit, he gonna run up to the gate barking. If he hears some noises and stuff, he gonna run in front of me. He gonna take the charge, take the lead, bark, and he gonna do all this shit though. Like I gotta give Rocky credit on it. He definitely done showed me that he got that protective instincts. But the nigga jumped in the car on me though in Texas though. He did do that when the going got tough. At 8 months, Rocky jumped in the car and closed the door on me though. But he done showed me other instances where, he done showed me other instances where, he's a good guard dog, as far as being alert. He gonna let me know when somebody at the back door. Like one day I came up and just was jangling the back door. Rocky, roo, 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 roo. So I know if he wasn't in the crate. And see, that's another reason, like, the goal is to not have him on the crate. He ain't doing no good if y'all got him in the crate, though. You see what I'm saying? Somebody, God forbid, somebody do bust in the back door. The goal ain't to have he useless in the crate. You see what I'm saying? So that's not where he always gonna be at. I ain't gonna lie. If I have to put some more shit down in the kitchen or something like this, it's easy because the goal is not for him to be in the crate though, man. I ain't got him to box him in though. I want my boy to have his walk around room. Now he gonna be in the kitchen. He not gonna be around his whole house. Yeah, that's what's up, lady love. Granddaughter is 20 years old. Rocket's still in there breathing hard. Man, I hear you, jerk. So, I call myself, I wash once a month. I wear all my clothes and I wash once a month. Think mix food. Do you mix it dog food? True. House food and dog food. No house food yet. Well, I actually have, no house food, no house food. I done gave him some raw ground beef. I ain't gave him no dog food yet. I mean, no house food yet. I ain't want to get him. I didn't want to get my boy started on it. It'd be easier to feed him if I was feeding him scraps and shit like that. Deborah, how you doing? Yeah, it would be easy to feed him if I was feeding him scraps, but I just been trying to do what's best for him. Do what's best. I really got to get back on training him more. That even when they get back to me vlogging, like I got to get back on it with Rocky. I got to start back putting more time in with him far as learning him new things because he getting older. So just to keep him up to date, up to speed, some of that stubbornness. Cause I ain't gonna clip Rocky. We ain't doing no clipping over here. You know, we ain't doing no clipping. You know, if he gonna rile up, he gonna rile up, man. He ain't got no soft on him. We ain't doing no clipping over here though, man. Rocky nuts gonna swing. Yes, that made me feel so good, Lady Love, when I saw Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. You know, man, Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all, you just can't go wrong listening to their music. I got this one Nick. I've been having her for 2-3 motherfucking hours. When I get you, I'm gonna get you. But yeah, I felt it was a good moment. You see her. That was a good moment though. See Bone Thugs and Harmony get their star. Well overdue. When I seen it, I got to listening to Bone that day. And I was like, damn, I just talked about them on the live. I was gonna run that clip. But shout out to Bone, man. I would love to go see a Bone in concert right now. There'll be a concert that I go to, an OG concert. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I actually listened to Bone Thugs this morning. Listen to that For the Love of Money. Like, damn, Flesh crunked that joint up. Even though Flesh wasn't around as much because he did time, Flesh was around from the jump. Like, when Bone Thugs and Harmony first came out, Flesh was in the video. He was in Thuggish Ruggish Bone. I want to say he was in there. He was in the first of the month. And he was in that joint right there. So yeah, man, it was good to see Bone Thugs and Harmony get their star. And showed me I'm older. And it's good to see that all them guys still alive too, man. All them guys still alive, still able to do their thing, man. So yeah, y'all be on the lookout for vlogs, man. Vlogs coming soon. Like I said, me vlogging, I'm still gonna drop some music. I'm still working on some poems. Remember, I got invited to come do some poems at this art gallery. I'm still gonna do that. I'm still working on poems, poetry, not poems, poetry. I think I might tap into a new realm once I start doing my little poetry, you know what I'm saying? You know, can start speaking in third person and from different perspectives. And I think I can just talk about a lot of shit that probably different than music. Also, I made Beezy. That's my favorite one out of Bone, Beezy. But like I said, I realized though, Beezy my favorite, but Crazy Bone is the best one overall. You know, Beezy just was different, but he talking shit. But Crazy overall, if you had to send one of them niggas to war to represent Bone, from the tone to the music to the lyrics to the harmony to the way he approached this shit, I say, man, send Crazy in there, man. We can't lose with Crazy. Then if I had to say his running mate, and Beezy. Like, you can't go wrong with a Crazy and Beezy combination, man. Because either Crazy gonna kick that motherfucker off and Beezy gonna kill it, or Beezy gonna kick it off and Lazy gonna kill it. Now, Lazy Bone gonna fill it in, though. He gonna ride that joint. He gonna talk his shit, but he gonna fill it in. He ain't gonna. Now, Lazy got some songs that he done stood out on. Don't get it twisted. But Lazy just gonna hit that glue. He gonna keep the song together. He ain't gonna. You're not gonna get a bad verse from Lazy. I ain't even read the comment. What you talking about? Why they gotta be blue? Damn, y'all sleep on. Nah, don't sleep on Wish, but Wish don't talk his shit like them. Come on now, bro. You know that. So you mean to tell me, come on, all right. For my Bone fans, go on, give me your rankings. Since we sleep on Wish, give me your Bone rankings then. Give me your Bone rankings then. So I ain't never said Wish couldn't rap. I went through. Wish is another glue guy though. Unless I was Wish family member or somebody like that, or just, identified with Wish, I ain't turning that motherfucker on to hear Wishbone though. I fuck with Wish. I'm not gonna turn it off when Wishbone come on. I'm not gonna turn a Wishbone verse off. But put it like this. I never thought about hearing a Wishbone solo CD. I've never thought about listening to Lazy Bone solo. I've never thought about listening to Fleshbone solo. I've always done listened to a Little Crazy and Beezy Bone solo album. You see how she left Wish off the list. You see what I'm saying? You see on her Wish list, she left Wish off the list. You see how disrespectful Miss Muffin is? She don't even put the man on the list. So they let you know if Lazy Bone won his cousin, he wouldn't even be in the group. According if Lazy and Flesh won Wishbone cousin, he wouldn't even be in the group. Nah, he the real life glue. Yeah, he the glue guy for sure. I was just talking about rap wise. He'll glue. Like Lazy come in and fill his verses in. Lazy got some cold verses. Now I ain't taking shit away from Lazy. But he just went, Lady Love, you still talking about that comment from 5 minutes ago, and we talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony, and you trying to figure out about them fucking hearts. Lady Love, I don't give a fuck about this shit. That shit was so long ago. It ain't this serious, Lady Love. But yeah, though, mine would be Busy, Crazy, Lazy, Flesh, then Wish. That would be mine. Busy, Crazy, Lazy, and Flesh and Wish. See, I didn't listen to a lot of Flesh because Flesh had went to jail, and then Flesh had a solo deal. I definitely love all the Bone. I love all the Bone. I'm just breaking down them individually. Flesh had that solo deal, so I more so was a Bone fan, so I listened to Bone. So when Flesh was doing his thing by himself, it did become a time where I stopped listening to Bone, like going into the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? But they also my childhood, you know what I'm saying, favorite group. But it was a point in time where I just wasn't checking for flesh. And if he was on the Bone Thugs album, then it's cool. But I wasn't checking for flesh. But Flesh had success by himself. I think his album went gold or platinum. His solo album. For sure. But yeah, man. I gotta give me a couple Bone Thugs on Harmony posters or something too, though. Maybe a couple t-shirts or something. Yeah. What y'all on today? What's for dinner though? What y'all finna do? When we get off this live, what y'all on? I'm gonna watch that Mortal Kombat too. My brother said the Mortal Kombat good. What y'all getting to today? You saying get rid of her ass as soon as possible? Yeah, that she ain't say nothing though. If that was her, that was just some hard. That was just some hard. Every once in a while, it'll be a person come through here and say something nice. So I'm just, we ain't got to investigate. Blue normally reveal herself. She can't control her ignorance. So we ain't got to, just seek and destroy. She ain't said nothing else. Leave it alone. 10, 15 minutes ago, leave that shit alone. Yeah, Blue can't control herself though. So I ain't trying to see who it is. Get on the grill yourself. Okay. Grill master. Grill master. I can dig it. I might go downtown tonight, man. Be doing shit. I might go downtown and give me a little content, but kick it. I said I was gonna Uber too. I wish I could hang out with the kids and families and shit like that though. And then, y'all don't think I'm. I probably done said this before, but I remember I told my dad. I said, "Man, Dad, it's bed bugs in this motherfucker." That was 2 years ago. Man, my daddy can't get. I can't never pick his ass up. We can't do nothing but me send a Uber or somebody, like. So they'll be cutting out the time I be wanting to kick it with my pops. No, I done told him about them goddamn bed bugs. So, man, I ain't trafficking no bed bugs. Hell no. So, I can't hang out with pops like that. I'm scared of goddamn bed bug. Man, I'm telling y'all, the last time I picked my dad up, I told y'all I had to put that man ass out. This is before I moved. Man, I had plastic bags on the seats in the BMW. Plastic bags on the seats. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know, I was sitting in the car and I was finna nod off. And I know out the corner of my eye, I saw a bed bug over there where the man was sitting in. I was like, see, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And I went to the store and had to grab some spray and all that old shit and this and that. And I was like, man, it's over with though. Them motherfucker jumping off him or something. You see what I'm saying? So hell no. So the bed bugs done fuck me and his relationship up for sure, while trying to hang out. I don't want to be nowhere close to them, man. They jumping out like that. Hell nah. And you can't tell them nothing. You know, I done tried to tell them, man. This motherfucker got bed bugs in it, man. God damn, bro, we gotta do something about it. For all me up and down. Ain't no bed bug, man. I'm throwing, look at all this shit. I'm throwing away. I got throwing away my grandma's shit. Man, so many bed bugs. They must have been eating my grandma's ass up back there, man. Bed bug, man. Oh, I'm throwing away plenty. They get mad at me. They come back and, you got mama stuff on the road. Man, mama, she got bed bugs in it. Man, I'm ready to kill everybody. Y'all, she must have been suffering in here. What y'all talking about? You don't throw this shit out. What kind of sentimental value y'all got for these bed bug ass shift row? So what has been around for 70 years? This motherfucker supposed to have been refurbished. You know? Man, I got to throwing every goddamn thing away. You know, so that's where me and them fell out in. They just thought I was going mad. Nah, it's bed bugs in here. What are y'all talking about? Man, I'm getting powder after 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 powder, spray after spray. This, man, it's bed bugs in this motherfucker, man. I'm talking about. Mm-mm. So, nah, he can't ride though, man. Much as I fuck with him, he can't ride though. He can't ride, man. We don't have no bed bug problems, period. Them motherfuckers will make you move. Motherfuckers will make you move. Be so comfortable over here. Then my last apartment, like I said, that motherfucker was filled with nets and rats in the building. And man, I don't want to deal with flies. Like we had a trash chute. Man, I don't like, no. Peace of mind is everything. I don't want to sleep in the field and live like that unless I got to, man. You know, I ain't trying to live like that. I know they did give you the chills. That shit real. Come on now. Bad bugs. So I got to love them. I have to love them from the porch, man. I come over there, man. I be looking like a motherfucker. When I get my mail, I put that shit in a bag. I look at it for sure, but then I put it in a plastic bag for 2 months. A plastic tight bag for 2 months. Just let that motherfucker sit out in the sun. I ain't even bullshit. I had that forced me to switch my mail up. I didn't used to want to do that. I said, man, fuck that, dog. I'm gonna switch my mail up, though. Cause I don't want to have no issue with no bed bugs, man. I'm telling you. But it's dinner time, family. I'm finna get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all know how more to come back go. I might watch me a little rewatch He-Man. Probably still do me a little Uber in the night. You know, I be having time on my hand. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't got no. Be having a little time for some extra activities and shit like that. So we gonna figure it out though. But I'm out of here though, y'all. Be smooth. My brother calling.